We're down at Panorama Catering with Dr. Joe Kosterich and WA Food Ambassador Don Hansey. Don is preparing for the Perth Royal Show President's Dinner. He'll be preparing the entree and the dessert from Premium Produce Award winners, the Ricotta and Goat's Cheese Tart that you've prepared today.
Look, the Premium Produce Awards I only became aware of earlier this year. They've been going for 2 or 3 years at the Royal Show, and they're really about promoting West Australian product that's made by a lot of individuals from Kununurra to Esperance. And it's all about, there's no protein in the awards, but there's pickles and relishes and chutneys and jams and olive oil and beer and wine and cider. And now they've got gin in there. So it really is about showcasing what WA is really good at, and also giving some of the people that make the products, a bit of a highlight, which is great.
And so with the goat's cheese and ricotta tart, you've used some Harvey marinated goat's feta and some Guinea Grove virgin olive oil from Gingin.
Yeah, extra virgin olive oil, and it's called Drunken Goat, this cheese. So really it's just a phyllo pastry tart with some beautiful West Australian cheese in. Also Borello, it's got Borello.
And you've topped it off with a bit of asparagus?
Yes, and asparagus, if you're not aware, asparagus is in season right now, and there's beautiful asparagus. There's white asparagus being grown up in the hills in Bickley, very big fat ones, and down at Torbay near Albany, the Marshalls have been growing asparagus for 20 odd years. So look out for West Australian asparagus that's in your veg shops now.
And Dr. Joe, tell us a bit about goat's cheese. It's obviously not traditionally great for us, but it could be good for people who are a bit intolerant of dairy.
Look, I think that's the key thing, Denise, that it's another option for people who may want to cut down on their dairy or may be dairy intolerant. So it's not intrinsically better or worse to eat sheep's cheese or goat's cheese or cow's milk cheese, but it is a different option. There are arguments out there about different proteins being more suited to different people, but certainly the goat's cheese is a good option for people who don't want a lot of dairy. And again, with cheese, it is a protein source. And what Don's done here, again, has the asparagus, so you've got some B group vitamins, you've got the olive oil, which has got the good fats, the omega-3, you've got vitamin E, you've got vitamin K, and there's a lot of colour on this plate. One of the quick ways of figuring out, is what I'm eating healthy? The more colours you've got, generally, the better it's going to be for you.
And then we've got the panna cotta for dessert, which looks fantastic. The thing that most interests me is the kumquats on top. Tell us how you prepared those.
Well, you can't see it's off camera, but I've got 2 kumquat trees here at the back of Panorama, and kumquats are prolific fruit producers. So if you're looking for a fruit tree to put in your garden and doesn't want to grow too big, put a kumquat in. So I've picked these, and then I've been through my my booze cabinet, my beverage cabinet, and got all the leftovers, the rum, the gin. There's even got a little bit of Drambuie in it, and some white rum, dark rum. You boil the spirits up. Put the kumquats into a heavy-based, like a Vicola preserving jar. Make a little sugar syrup, which is sugar and water reduced down, and pour the hot liquid over the kumquats, and then let it sit for 3 months, 6 months, or even 2 years. And you just get this beautiful. It just takes a really high sort of acidy taste out of the kumquats.
And it's finished off with some chocolate from the Margaret River Chocolate Company and Fremantle Chocolate. Obviously, again, not traditionally great for us, but you were talking about colours before, and this has got plenty of colour in it.
Once again, I think our ideas about what is and isn't good for us are changing, and we've been told for the last 40 years that fats are bad. They are not bad. Time magazine ran a front page cover story a couple of months ago entitled Time for Butter, because the idea that having any form of saturated fats in the diet is bad for us is wrong. There is no association between consumption of some saturated fats and any health problem. Now, we don't want to overdo it. We shouldn't have something that's a gallon of that, obviously, but that form of dessert, it's got some fruit, it's got some dark chocolate, so that's got antioxidants in it. It's fine to eat. Should you eat 10 of them? No. Can you have one as a treat? Absolutely. So we're using real food and whole, WHOLE food, then that's what's better for us. A lot of the health issues we have are from consumption of way too much processed and packaged foods. So when we're eating real food, it's got colour, it's got life, it's got vibrancy. If you've got something that's in suspended animation that you can eat in 2017, it's hardly got a lot of life force. If you've got something like this, we don't eat this today. It's really those vegetables are going to wilt by even tomorrow or the next day. It's got life force.
Shall I get the wine then, Denise, and we eat this now, Jo?
Absolutely. Well, the guests at the President's Dinner will be able to treat themselves to these dishes, but if you want to get down and have a look at some of the Premier's Produce Award winners, the Royal Show is on from September 27 to October 4.
Yes, and it's in the IGA stand. You can go, they're great supporters of Western Australian produce.